Boys, this is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest list to make in the game right now with the top 10 users, because there obviously are great safeties in the game that can be played there, and then you have the outside linebackers, the middle linebackers, and now we're getting golden tickets that are insanely crazy out of position cards. It's a hard list, man, so bear with me on this one. But if you guys enjoy top 10s like this, I also do gameplays. I do everything Madden Ultimate Team. You found the right place, man, so make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe, and let's just jump right into number 10. If you were looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. Boys, at number 10, this one I will say has some stipulations with him because he does have the best ability stack in the game. There is nobody in the game with the better ability stack. There's actually one guy, I think, that has a tied ability stack with him on this list. But the thing with Bruce Irvin is he is statistically just so far behind when it comes to the speed and excel stat. He feels like a snail out there. He really does. You can see he's 6'3", so good height on him. He's fine out there. The problem is I think this card was designed to be used in the Legion of Boom, or even made as like a user, or not as a user, maybe as a pass rusher, but he did end up getting amazing abilities. He has built-in lurk artists. Golden tickets don't even get 3-0 APs. He gets 3-0 APs. That's how good this card truly is. So he has lurk artists, and then you come over here, you get your mid zone and your tackle supreme. Those are the three best abilities you could possibly get on a user. You're knocking every ball out in passing game, you're tackling the X Factor running backs, and then obviously you're jumping and catching interceptions, right? He also has avalanche as an X Factor if you really wanted it. But the thing is if you're not really boosting this card up in speed, he is a snail, an absolute snail out there. But I will say, if you have him in a Seahawks theme team, or he gets a bunch of theme teams, or even the Legion of Boom Chem, he's much better. That's just like, it's hard to include theme teams when I do videos like this, but yeah, as a base card, he's still very good, but you're going to notice the speed. All right, boys, at number 9, we have probably the most disappointing golden ticket yet to drop, because I think everybody had super high expectations for this card. As you guys know, the newer golden tickets after the first drop, so he was in the first drop, the newer ones get 2 0 APs and 1 AP ability bucket. He doesn't even get that 1 AP ability bucket, so he is kind of cooked over there. But statistically, he's amazing, right? You have 6'7", 99 speed, 99 zone, hit power, everything. He's amazing across the board, but the problem is this game is ran on abilities. I will say his height is the only reason why he's here. His abilities are not good compared to what we have in the game. So his 0 APs or is a discounted ability bucket is literally only lurk artist and tackle supreme. So you can't put mid zone on him. You can't get avalanche. I mean, I guess you could use avalanche right here, but it turns on and off. It's not as effective, right? His 0 APs are garbage. Not having mid zone in May, middle of May on your users just feels like negligence at this time of the year. Maybe that's just my opinion. I think every time I play against mid zone as well, it's the only thing giving me fits when I pass the ball. Julius Peppers not having it. 6'7" can only do so much, man. We have a lot of other tall players who also get good abilities in this game. Number 8, we have another golden ticket, and he's actually the cheapest golden ticket on this list, I believe, when I was taking a look at it. Patrick Willis is the one that I think flew under the radar. He obviously is a little bit on the shorter end compared to a lot of the big name golden tickets, but he's still a very good card. He is amazing statistically, block shed, power, hit power, everything, the zone, the speed is all maxed out on him. His impact block is also a 99, so he's never going to get destroyed in the running game as well. But as you guys know, the X Factor started on, and he was actually released number 2 or 3. I think he was released 2, so he actually gets a 1 AP bucket. But the problem is EA chooses this 1 AP bucket, and they gave him absolute garbage. I mean, medium route KO, I mean, even on a user, like where he's going to be playing, is probably not going to be effective. Man coverage is already pretty bad this year, so that sucks. Demoralizer. Come on, we're not using that. But his 0 APs are definitely better than Julius Peppers. I really do think a 0 AP mid zone is that effective. You're getting a basically maxed overall card, maxed statistically everywhere. You're losing a little bit of height, but you're getting a much better ability. I know I like Tackle Supreme. I like it as like a cherry on top. I would never prefer Tackle Supreme over mid zone KO ever in my life. So I'm going Patrick Willis over Peppers. Some people might not like that, but I'm taking the better ability every day. Number 7, I have Mike Reinfeldt. And like I said, there are some safeties on this list, but I will say I think the safeties are very good users. They might even be arguable than the people above them at the linebacker spot. But I think the weight of linebackers holds a little bit more in a list like this because how good Mike Reinfeldt and these other safeties are up top or at corner, if that makes sense, right? Like Mike Reinfeldt is definitely a better zone up top guy than he is user, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But he's still amazing. Look, 98 speed, 99 zone, 99 hit power, 6'2". So you have a good height right there. And then when we come to abilities, boys, he is disgusting, especially when you look at a user. Like I said, he's arguably better up top, so that's why he's not as high on this list for me. But pick artist built in is amazing. He's already going to jump. And then you get avalanche for 0 and your mid-zone KO for 1. So you're getting the hit stick ability, you're catching all your picks, and you're knocking out everything in the zone, and you're 6'2". The problem is he doesn't get his tackle supreme unless you want to get rid of, like, Yeah, you're okay. You're not using secure tackler over these two abilities. Let's be completely honest here, boys. Mike Reinfeldt, I think, is a very good user, but like I said, I can't put him any higher because of how good he is up top. He's still arguably, I don't even say arguably, he's probably still the best free safety in the game when it comes to straight coverage. And at number 6, we got the brand new man himself, Mejo Green, out of position free safety card. I actually did a video on this card yesterday. He's nasty, man. He feels very fast. You would think he moves like a dumpster truck. And I know I just said Mike Reinfeldt is the better card. I think he has 3 zeros, and the problem was Mejo, or he has 3 discounts. Mejo does not, but Mejo is a little bit taller right here. He is 6'4". He is a very, very good user as well. I think if you have both of them, which you're probably a billionaire if you have both of them, you'd probably want to play Mejo Green in the box over Reinfeldt and keep him up top, right? But 99 zone, 90, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying stats anymore. These are all golden ticket. We know their stats are amazing. Let's get to the abilities, right? You could turn on any of these X factors. So you could realistically use the Avalanche right here and then use his 0 APs as the mid zone and lurk artist. I think that's a smart way to do it, unless you want the Avalanche on all game long, which is really, really good. And then his 1 AP buckets are amazing too. He has Tackle Supreme. If you want to play him up top, deep zone, this card is amazing. He's also super, super fun. Arguably the most fun card on defense right now. I think Mejo Green is amazing. And like I said, if you want to see how he plays, go watch that video, dude. He was so fun to play with. So heading into our top 5, I have Cam Chancellor, and he is the last safety on this list. Like I said, in a perfect world, I think he is probably the best, if not like the best card in the game on defense. He's probably the best user as well, but I think he is so much better up top, and the linebackers really can't be used anywhere else, so that's why I value them a little bit higher. Cam can play corner, he can play safety, slot, user. That's why I think I have him lower on this list. He doesn't have weight like a middle linebacker does, but 6'3", amazing height. You're gonna move around perfect. You're not clunky at all. He's 99 in every stat, like a golden ticket, which is insane. But the thing with him is his abilities are just better. He has obviously Avalanche built in, and then he also, I don't know, I don't think no golden ticket will be better than this card. I truly don't think so. There's no way a card can be better than him. He has Avalanche built in, right? And then on top of that, he gets 3 discounted ability buckets. So you'll get your secure tackler if you want to use him, your mid zone, and your pick artist. So you're getting 4 abilities. 3 of them are abilities. One's a built-in X factor for 0 AP. He is the best user in the game, but I think he's better up top because of his coverage abilities, and no other safety has Avalanche up there while having their coverage abilities too. I think Cam's got to be, I don't know, dude. It's so tough. If you really, really want the best user in the game, it's Cam, but I think he's more valuable as an up-top guy. That's why I can't rank him higher than 5, personally. Number 4, probably the most popular user in the game right now. We got our man, Ray Lewis. He's not the tallest in the world at 6'1", but he is a middle linebacker, which, like I said, I think it holds a little bit more weight for me. I think it's a bigger deal because this is where you're going to be playing him, and he can't go up top and play safety. He can't go play corner, right? But look at the stats. I mean, Golden Ticket really used to be like the only cards that got stats like this, but look at him. He literally is the Golden Ticket statistically. That is absolutely insane. 99s everywhere besides strength and speed and excel, which are already basically max anyways, right? But he has Avalanche built in for 0. The thing with him that a lot of people didn't like is that they made his mid-zone KO 1. I think they did this on purpose, though, because they have to still have cards be upgradable. If this was 0 AP and then he had 0 AP lurk artists on top of it, he would be insane. I mean, he would be arguably the number 1 or 2 card in the game right now, right? Like, that would be the best stack. They made it 1, which kind of downgraded him a little bit, but he's still amazing. The only negative is that you're not getting your secure tackler, but I think Avalanche, if used right and if perfected, mastered, whatever you want to call it, it makes your defense so much better, dude, especially if you get a bunch of them on your team. But number 3, I am still such a big Derrick Brooks guy, and I know a lot of people are because I see it in the Twitch chats, I still see it in the YouTube comments, and I still see him every game I play. Literally every opponent I have still has Derrick Brooks. If it's not on the line, if it's not a user, he is somewhere on the football field. This card, as you guys know, he's Bruce Irvin, the best ability stack in the game, the best ability stack in the game besides Cam Chancellor, but he's way faster, right? You're getting 2 speed, which is a big deal. I think 97 is way more doable than 95. And also, like I said, the abilities are why we're here. Lurk Artist built in. He gets better abilities than Golden Tickets, which is insane. He gets his mid-zone and secure tackler. That's why everybody uses this card. He has the 3 main abilities, these 2 plus Lurk Artist for 0 AP while still having decent speed. I don't have any speed boost on him, and I still use him on my squad. I think Derrick Brooks is a guy that it's so hard to take him off the field until we start getting more players with 3 0 APs that match him and also Bruce Irvin. He's way too tough, man. At number 2, we got the man himself, Calvin Johnson. This card tanked in price yesterday. I think he was down to like 1.7. I don't know what he's at right now. I didn't look. I'm in the catalog currently. But you can see this card, amazing. 6'5", great height right there. The thing with him and the difference with like Peppers, right? They're both tall users. They both get amazing stats. They're both maxed out speed. The difference is the mid zone. I'm telling you, that's the big deal. And also, they gave him a 1 AP bucket, which is also amazing because if you guys know, the A-gap blitz is the most meta blitz in the game right now, where you send one of your users through the A-gap, and Edge Threat Elite has under pressure built in. So yes, Calvin Johnson is one of the best guys to put right there. So he gets that for 1. He gets his mid zone for 0, his lurk arts for 0, the tackle supreme for 0. Calvin is amazing, dude. He is probably my favorite user in the game, but the number 1 guy, I don't think anybody's really arguing it. At number 1, I got the man himself, Rob Gronkowski. This was the best user in the game during Christmas time, and now he gets a golden ticket, and I too think he is personally the best user. He is 6'6", 260, so he moves around very, very well despite being how big he is. The one thing is that I know some people, I've seen this comment as well, I've seen it in the Twitch chat too, some people hate big users because they can't juke after getting interception. I think that's kind of nitpicking a little bit, but at the end of the day, Gronkowski as a strict user is amazing. 99 in every major stat. He obviously you can use the avalanche here if you really wanted to, but the thing with him that no other golden ticket for some reason, or not every other golden ticket, I think we showed it with Mejo Green earlier, he kind of got cheated on his card. He would have been better. The person that made this card asked for avalanche in one of these buckets, and they didn't give it to him. Isn't that tragic? I think they ended up giving him Enforcer instead, and then Mejo Green got it, so they're obviously picking and choosing which cards they want to be a little bit better, but I still think 6'6", being a middle linebacker, getting your lurk artist, your mid zone for 0, and then having your flat zone or the Enforcer to match with this avalanche right here, I think he has so much value in the game, and Rob Gronkowski being huge as well, he plays everything, and he gets some of the craziest animations too. If you saw in the gameplay I did on him yesterday, he had one of the craziest one-handed interceptions diving I've ever seen with no acrobat built in. This dude is so tough. All right, boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're using 1 user, if you're using 2 users, make sure to comment down below. I love reading the comments on these type of top 10 videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man, and hope to see you guys in the next one. This one was hard to make, man. Peace out, boys.